All right, as Jordy mentioned, he is going to send some questions over to us via social media. So Jordy, what is waiting for us on social media?
All right, I've got a cheesy math question for you guys right now. So a cheese company arranges blocks of cheese 9 across, 8 deep, and 2 high in big coolers for shipping. How many blocks of cheese are in each cooler?
Okay, hang on one second, because I want to. First off, I'm going to take that question. I'm going to take it.
Yeah, it kind of is a geometry, like volume question, but I know you love cheese, so I'm going to let you take this one.
I do. Okay.
You're just such a cheesy person that I think this is appropriate for you.
That is true. That is true. I want to pick up, Jordy, would you leave those dimensions on there just because I want to pick up this. I'm looking for an image on here. I don't know if I can find it. Let's see. Maybe this is it. I'm going to try it. This is it. Okay.
Is it an image of your cooler at home full of cheese?
No, I have way more cheese than this.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
That's not enough cheese.
So I should say one of your coolers.
So, all right, if you go to my screen real quick, and I'm not going to do much with this image other than just give you a visual of this is kind of the idea of what's happening here. Now, these aren't the dimensions that were given to us with these cheese blocks, but if you can just kind of picture, this is what we're trying to find. We're going to be trying to find volume, and that's because if you can picture those little blocks of cheese stacked on each other, they are filling all of the space that would be inside of this rectangular prism. Now, this is a fish tank, but again, picture that those little cubes are cheese cubes. So we're going to go back to those dimensions. Jordy, what was the dimensions of the cheese?
So 9 across, 8 deep, and 2 high.
8 deep, and then 2 high. Okay, and then the question very specifically was how many blocks?
Yep, how many blocks of cheese are in each cooler?
Okay, so then I'm going to draw this cooler. We're going to say, do a little, I should have done it yellow because it's cheese. Not that all cheese is yellow, but I'm going to do it yellow. We'll see if that works. Okay, so we've got this, and then we'll make it 3-dimensional. If you guys remember how to do this. All right, here's a little thing of cheese. You can kind of picture that. Okay, so we said that it was 9 across. I'm going to label these dimensions here. So you can kind of picture that there are like 9 little blocks of cheese the whole way across. If we kept that going, there'd be 9 across. And then 8 deep. So we'd say maybe that's this dimension. So 8 deep. And if we just found that layer there, make that a little bit better. If we just found that bottom layer, like what would be on the bottom of the cooler, so if it's 9 across and then 8 deep, you can kind of picture it's going to end up being 8 rows of 9. So 8 rows of 9. So what we can do is we can say 8 times 9. There would be 72 blocks of cheese on just lining the bottom of that cooler there. And then we said it's actually only 2 high. Now maybe I made my cooler a little bit tall, but so it's 2 layers high. So that means we're going to have these 72 blocks of cheese on the bottom, and then we're going to have one more layer of it because it's 2 layers high. So I'm going to label that as well here. 2 high, so going this way. So then what that means is we're going to have 2 sets of these 72 blocks of cheese. So we're going to multiply that by 2, and that's going to be 144 blocks of cheese. That would be in my cooler. And maybe it wasn't my cooler, but I made it my cooler. So all in all, this is it's a volume problem. We're trying to find all the space that's in there. Short way to do that, I guess, would be length times width times height. I did 9 times 8 times 2, but I wanted to show you visually what that would look like so that you could get hungry and start wanting some cheese.
You don't have to be hungry to want cheese, so.
That's also true. Also true. All right, that was a good question. Send me more cheese questions. Those were fun. All right.
Would you do a rate question if it was about a cheese transportation situation?
Only if it was transporting it really quickly.
Sure, if it was like
me.
a simple.
Yeah.
Sure.
To me.
Sure.
There has to be a direct reward.
Has to be
involved.
to me.
Of course.
And for real. Like, could I get cheese like in the end of
Yeah,
it?
this couldn't be a theoretical
As
question.
if you're actually getting cheese, you'll do whatever the math is.
Right.
Right.